Hello, dear digital and smart students, and welcome to another English virtual class. Our topic is our school, and today we are going to practice English sounds pronunciation, learn new words to talk about school, read a text about the school, complete a reading comprehension exercise, and we will revise the degrees of comparison. While talking to someone, we have to express our opinion and agree or even disagree with the interlocutor. That's why we need to know some phrases how to agree or disagree. Have a look at the screen, practice and use whenever you need. So, in order to have the same opinion, we could say, I agree, me too, you are right, that's right, good idea. In case you don't agree, you may use I disagree, I don't think so, yes, but I'm sorry, but I don't agree with you. Today we will practice the ways of pronunciation of the letter I. In some cases, when the syllable is closed, the letter I is read or is pronounced E. Repeat the words, please. In, big, sit, live, visit, city, with, building, chimney, kitchen, picture. There are cases when letter I is pronounced as in the ABC, I. Read the words. I, like, fine, nice, tiny, white, find, child, kind, right, my, why, type. Okay, let's practice reading the sentences. I like white ice cream. Kim and Bill live in a big city. There is a building with a chimney in this picture. Your mission right now is to try to remind the words that are connected to school. Let's play a virtual game. I know you know these words and you can say them. I will show you the picture and you will name the place in the school. All right? So what is this? Yes, it's a classroom. Next, a playground, a gym, a hall, a library, a teacher's room. Next, this is a canteen. This is an assembly hall. And the last place, probably the most important one, is the headmaster's office. Let's continue enriching the vocabulary, so it's time to learn some new words. Have a look at the screen. There are some words and their explanation. So the first is seem. Seem. It means to give the effect of being. For example, my sister is 18, but she seems to be younger. The next one is get bored. Get bored. To become unhappy because something is not interesting or because you have nothing to do. We never get bored during our English classes. Am I right? Okay? Understanding. Understanding. Sympathetic and caring. For example, I am lucky to have an understanding friend. Unpleasant. Unpleasant. Not enjoyable or pleasant. For example, the weather is unpleasant. It is raining hard. Magazine. Magazine. It's a type of thin book with large pages and a paper cover that contains articles and photographs and is published every week or month. She buys all the latest fashion magazines. Chess. Chess. It's a game played by two people on a square board in which each player has 16 pieces that can be moved on the board in different ways. For example, my father likes to play chess with our neighbor. Laboratory. Laboratory. It's a room with scientific equipment for teaching science. For example, they study plants and animals in the biology laboratory. Huge. Huge. Extremely large in size. Our relatives live in a huge house. Agree. Agree. It means to have the same opinion. He agrees that we are the best football players. Okay, let's practice. Match the words to their definition. So, what is the definition for the word huge? All right, extremely large. Agree. To have the same opinion. Magazine. It's a thin book published weekly or monthly, as you can remember. Unpleasant means not enjoyable. Chess. You're right, it's a game on a square board. Get bored. It means to become unhappy or uninterested. And understanding. Remember, it's sympathetic or caring. Time for reading. Listen attentively to the text and pay attention to some of the details. It's about a boy and his school. Then we will complete a comprehension exercise. Kevin's school. So Kevin is 12 years old. He is a pupil at Waterson School in the south of England. It's a secondary school. They study for 5 days each week. The classes begin at 8 o'clock in the morning. He likes his school very much. It seems to be a bit old, but it's cool. The teachers are nice and understanding, and they have lots of activities. They never get bored at school. There are lots of interesting places to go there. The school has a gym and a big playground. Some pupils like going there after classes to play football or tennis. There is also a big library with lots of old books in it. It's not an unpleasant place because there is also a computer, a television, and some magazines in the school library. The pupils can play chess in there. Then, there are some classrooms. They are cozy and comfortable. There are some specific rooms that are called laboratories. They have classes in the laboratory of chemistry, physics, or biology. There are 2 huge computer rooms in the school. Pupils can go there to do their project works or homework. This is the best place for Kevin. Finally, there is a music room in their school. Kevin plays the guitar there. He thinks he plays it well, but his teacher doesn't agree. He really likes studying in this school. Good job. Let's complete the sentences. Kevin is, how old is he? Yes, he is 12 years old. His school is in the south of England. The school seems to be a bit old. That's right. The teachers are nice and a really good quality understanding. Yes, the school has a gym and a playground. Let's continue. The library is not an unpleasant place. The pupils can play chess in the school library. The classrooms are cozy and comfortable. Pupils do their project works in the library. Kevin plays the guitar. Remember, he thinks he plays it well. Good. Let's continue. Have a look at the screen. Here is a bike. What can you say about this bike? How is it? Okay, comparing to the car, how can a bike be? Can it be cheaper or newer, or how is it? So if comparing these two things, we can say that a bike is smaller than a car. Okay, and this is a skateboard. What can you say about the skateboard? Is it smaller than a car? Of course. Is it smaller than a bike? Yes, it is. So we can say that the skateboard is the smallest of all. Good. So remember the rule. We add er to a short adjective to compare things or people. Pay attention to the spelling of the following adjectives. Small, smaller. New, newer. Big, bigger. Pay attention to double G here, so we have to double the consonant. Then we have one more adjective, fat, that also doubles the consonant. Fat, fatter. Next, large, larger. Another spelling rule here. When the adjective ends with an E, we don't use it again. We just write ER for comparatives. Funny, funnier. Another spelling rule here. When we have a Y at the end of the word, we have to rewrite using I, not Y. So funny, funnier. So we have no Y. Then we have to add the before the adjective and est at the adjective or at the end of it to a short one, to a short adjective, to describe that the highest or the lowest quality of an object or of a person. For example, small, the smallest, or new, the newest, big, the biggest. Please pay attention to the same spelling rules. So we have double consonant here, or fat, the fattest, large, the largest, funny, the funniest. Good job, guys. Now let's write the comparatives and superlatives forms of the following adjectives. You can pause the video and write them in your copybooks and then check together. So we have early, earlier, quiet, quieter, short, shorter, dirty, dirtier, thin, thinner. Please pay attention to the spelling of these words and the same adjectives in the superlative. We have the earliest, the quietest, the shortest, the dirtiest, the thinnest. Well done. Now let's compare other things and write sentences. So, what can you say about this house? It is small, right? Okay, now comparing to this one, of course it is smaller. This house is smaller than that house. What about Ben and his house? So Ben's house is the smallest of all. Good. Next we have a cat. How can a cat be comparing to a dog? I would say that the cat is lazy. The cats are usually lazier than the dogs, right? And what about pandas? It seems that pandas are the laziest of all. Now let's compare some means of transport. What about a car and a bike? How can they be? So the car is faster than the bike. And the plane, we can say, is the fastest of all. Okay, let's wrap up. We worked hard today, and what have we done? We have practiced English sound pronunciation. We have learned new words to talk about school. We have read a text about Kevin and his school. We completed reading comprehension exercises, and of course, we revised the degrees of comparison. I hope you liked the lesson. See you next time. That's it for now. Goodbye.